Right, morning, back again. Let's hope. Let's hope today's a wee bit better than yesterday's was. My god, that was a fucking shambles. Anyway, back into it again. I don't know if anybody's watching. God, I've got 2 people. Anyway, yesterday's was a shambles. So hopefully today's going to be a wee bit better. Anyway, so this is the remains of yesterday's markup. And I got a nice wee thread. Nice wee thread in there. So I'll just quickly go through that. So this was the stay yesterday. We had a wee bit resistance forming on the 4-hour. We had price bouncing off this. With candles approaching this resistance. So I was a wee bit in 2 minds about whether I should try and take the breakout or whether I should try and take a sell for resistance. But then I thought, well, it's so bullish. Why are you taking a sell when it's so bullish? You know, you're just trying to take a sell for the sake of taking a sell. So I didn't do that. I decided to wait, and I watched what was happening as price got closer. We got this wee bit candle here, which I think, yeah, must have been on the 15. So we started approaching there, started to approach the resistance there, and I thought, okay, let's go for the breakout. And then it went kadoomf, got that entire candle. And I kind of chickened out a wee bit because I closed it when we tapped up here. I closed it, and then proceeded to do that, and then it proceeded to go all the way up there, which would have been, if I'd held it, 110 pips. But that was, what was it, 57 pips, 58 pips, which is nice enough. So I am taking that as a wee win. Anyway, look what gold's doing. Look, gold's doing. It's gone to the roof. Where are we? 38.70. I think it's going to hit 4,000 by the end of the year. It's going to hit 4,000. Anyway, that's me slurping my coffee this morning. Coffee for a wee bit change. Right, so back into it. Same as yesterday. Again, first step is, where am I? Get that to fuck. Right, got yesterday's markups to fuck. Date on both. I was going to look at something else other than GJ today, but I never really got it sorted out. But anyway, I feel a wee bit better than I did yesterday. I was so tired yesterday. I ended up, so I did the stream, went to work, came home, went to bed for an hour. I was absolutely knackered. I have no idea how I managed to do that stream yesterday. I must have just spouted. I re-listened to a load of it and I was just spouting pish. Just absolute pish. So, as I was trying to say yesterday, the first thing that I do is try and establish a bias. To see if, just quickly run through the time frames and just see if there's, you know, if there's a clear bias, if there's a clear trend, or if we're consolidating or what. And I just go through each time frame, weekly, daily, 4-hour, and either the 15 or the 30, depending on how I'm feeling, which I think I said yesterday. So the weekly, look at the weekly, big strong candle. Previous week, big strong candle. I'm having that as bullish. The daily still on this big push. I'm having that as bullish. 4 hour. Up to that. Again, another big push. As I tried to say yesterday, the reason I marked this bottom line, if this is the impulse, this is where it originated, so that's where the line is. So if price comes back down, goes below this line, then I would consider that price flipping back bearish. And as long as it stays above this line here, then I consider it bullish. So that's what these lines mean. This line here is the high. But until we get 2 consecutive bearish candles, I don't consider it to be a pullback. I just consider it to be sideways movement. Again, I'll go into it in some other videos. It's not my idea. It's I learned to trade watching videos of a guy called Todd Capital Group, Matt Todd, who's another Scottish guy. I think he's from Glasgow. I'm not sure. But I started off watching him, and that was how he traded. He's got a video on trading. I might stick a link somewhere. But he did a video on trading, not on how he looks at structure. And it's based on that. So on to the 30, same thing. Highest point of the trend. Up that. Origin of that is there. So again, it's bullish. It's bullish as long as it's in this whole zone between these 2 lines. It remains bullish. If it goes below this line, it flips bearish. So everything is bullish. So switch all that off. What I also like to do is go to like the 2 or something like that. Just zoom out. Just zoom out and have a look and see where we are. Switch to a line chart, and you know, it's obvious. It's really obvious that it's an uptrend. You don't have to, what I've just done, you don't really have to do that. You can just, you can just do that. A blind man can see that's, or a very stupid man can see that that's an uptrend. That's an uptrend. So we've got uptrend, we've got pullbacks, uptrend, pullback, blah, 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 blah. You've got increasingly higher lows on the way up, which is generally taken as the sign of an uptrend. Higher lows define an uptrend, lower highs define a downtrend. Again, that's something else that I look at. I honestly don't know where I got that. I might just made it up. But yeah, it's just something that I use for a while. I've been using for a while. I read it in a book. It was a book on technical analysis. Again, that's something that I'll link because it's quite a good book. And most books on technical analysis are pish. This one's actually quite good. How we doing? Got 2. It's showing 2 viewers. So it's showing 2 viewers. I'm one of them. Oh, fair enough. You want to just watch? You say something, say hello, or something. You don't have to. I don't care. I'll say I'm buffalo with a pish. Anyway, back to it. Let's get into it. So we've established we're bullish. I'll try and do it a bit less long-winded in the future, but it's just like, can I explain what I'm doing? Because a lot of people they do live streams, you don't know how they trade, they don't know what sort of system they're using. So that's it. And basically my system, establish a bias. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going sideways? That's the first thing. And that tells me whether I want to be buying or selling or, you know, just waiting. And today I think I want to be buying. Next thing I do is look for support and resistance. That's all I do. I trade support and resistance. Buys for support, sells for resistance, breakouts. That's it. It's nothing fancy. I don't do ICT. I don't do anything like that. I'm not doing the Raja Banks. I don't know. I don't even know how Raja Banks trades, I'll be honest. I just picked him at random. Anyway, there'll be slip of water. Why is it 3 minutes past 8? Fuck's sake. Talking fish again. Right, so back in here. So we've got this big weekly candle. We've broken a high the previous week. We don't have a bottom wick there, but weekly candle doesn't really matter. You see the previous week didn't make a bottom wick and just kept going, and it does it. You know, gold does this a lot. You know, that's a feeble wee bottom wick. So yeah, I don't think you need a bottom wick on a weekly candle, especially on gold. So I'm not arsed about that. This is bullish. We're going up. I'm buying. If I swatch at the daily, broken this wee high in here yesterday. Big fat bullish candle. Big fat one. Today broke the high, made a lower low, made a higher high. No, not made a lower low, made a higher low and a higher high. So what I like to mark on is the daily low, because if we are to remain bullish, you have no reason to come down and break that low. And if we do, chances are it's going down for a wee bit. Might be a pullback, maybe a sell-off, who knows. I also like to mark on the daily flip to the point where the candle will flip bearish. And I call it daily flip, it's the open. And then daily high. It's up there, so we kind of know this is our range for the minute. And I kind of know that if I'm buying, right, I'm buying in this zone. If we get into this zone, then I have to start looking at what we're doing. And if we get into this zone, I'm probably selling. That's kind of how I trade. These are here just to give me an idea what the daily range is. So on the 4 hour, we have got current resistance is up there. Current support, we've not actually got any support until all the way down here. All the way down there, man. Okay, miles away. Miles away. So pretty much everything in here, in this area here, that's kind of the 4 hour range. This is realistically, the way I look at it, realistically, this is a range that I'm going to be trading in. Well, I'm going to be trading within 2 4 hour candles. That's the thing you have to kind of bear in mind, is that if you're trading over the course of a day, you're trading 2 4 hour candles. Maybe 3 if you're lucky, you know, 2 and a bit. So you have to kind of be realistic about what's going to happen. Anyway, I don't know what my point was there. A fucking idea. I hope you're enjoying this more than yesterday. I'm enjoying it more than yesterday. You still don't have any? I'm going to send myself a message. Oh, yeah, Dick. I'm going to send myself a message. Oh, yeah, dick. Oh, yeah, dick. There you go. Who sent me that? You fucking dick. What you did? Oh, yeah, dick. Yeah. That reveals my actual... reveals my actual channel. Oh, yeah, dick. Yeah, T-Fuck. I'm gonna have to set up a fucking... Get T-Fuck. Oh, fucking dick. There we go. It's good, this, isn't it? This is what you have first thing in the morning. Somebody, just a wee fucking Ned, rambling on. Doing nothing productive. Anyway, so, pushed up. See, I've marked this on as resistance. It's not really, because the candle's still open. I'm actually going to take that off, because it's not really confirmed as resistance. The last resistance was down here. We've broken that resistance, pushed up. Or a wee bit pullback. So what I'm going to be looking for is support to form. Is anybody still listening to this? Pushed up. We've got resistance forming on the lower time frames. I'm going to be looking for, so we're pulling back. I'm going to be looking for support to form on the lower time frames, and then for us to start pushing back up again to retest these highs and take bodies up through there. So that's what I'm doing. I don't like that. I don't like that. I've only got support and near resistance marked on the 4-hour, but never mind. Onwards. So this is, so we've got the daily high there. I'll mark that on. I'm going to mark that on. I use blue for minor resistance, and your grey is the major resistance. So basically what I'm looking for, because we're so bullish, I'm looking for places where price can pull back to form support and then start pushing up again. Where's that going to happen? Well, obvious place is like here. We formed a resistance, broke through, pulling back. According to the sort of basic rules of technical analysis, when you break a resistance, it becomes a support. That's like the sort of received wisdom is that this is now a support. So there's a high probability that as price comes down, it's going to respect this support and bounce off it, and it's going to push up and give me a wee bit of a buy. So as I said yesterday, I like to mark on, oh fuck's sake, I like to mark on how I want to see my trade play out. So I want to see that is what I want to see for my buy today. It could come further down. Buys for support. It could come further down. It could come all the way down here. I'm going to just mark on a level there. I think I would still look for buys from support all the way down to here. When we get down to here, the candle is going to be flipping bearish. The daily candle is going to be flipping bearish. It's going to be flipping bearish. We've got all this pish here. Like, you don't want to be trading that. That is absolute pish. Unless it makes a big fucking clean move all the way through that. It cuts through that. Then you don't really want to be trading that. It's pish. Look at it, it's garbage all the way down to there. Just complete garbage. So yeah, I don't think yeah, in terms of selling it. Alright, so back to this. If the other option is buys above, so if where's my ARA? We are a people. The alternative is we come up and go Badoof, which is a continuation. The continuation play. What's Donville call it? Cabbage. I don't know. Cabbage. Turnip play. We call it that. We call it turnip play. Would you call it turnip play? Because I can't fucking think of anything else. I like turnips. Donville calls his trade so after fruit, doesn't he? Fruit and vegetables. He's got a pineapple and all that. I'm going to call that a turnip. It's basically a break of the high. Breakout trade. We call it a turnip from now on. Call it a turnip. I'm going to call this one buy for support. It's another good Scottish vegetable. We don't have fruit in Scotland, so I can't call it after fruit. We're not big fruit eaters. Apart from the dirty orange bastards. Got to get that in, haven't you? On a on a Glasgow live stream. Just alienate every listener. Every listener for Glasgow. You fucking dirty orange bastard. Just need you listening anyway. I say what I want. I call it the dirty orange bastard play. This is the turn up. Sorry. Buys for support. Break of resistance. That's what I'm looking for today. On a fucking gold. For fuck's sake. We've got it starts falling apart now, doesn't it? Probably. Buys. Euro buys. And same thing. Where's my fucking same thing. Take price in there. You could argue that if you come down here, you could do that as a sell. I don't want to. It's against, it could flip at any point. It doesn't necessarily have to come down and tap a level. It could flip at any point. So I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not take a counter trend because we are so bullish. And to be honest, until where's the thing that hides all your? Is that it? There we go. As I was saying, we're just so bullish. There's just no point. There's no point trying to sell it at the minute, I don't think, unless unless, oh, fuck's sake. Unless it starts doing that and making clear structure that it is going to the downside. Then that's oh fuck. How come all these fucking cunts, they all do the markups, they're like drawing stuff all over their charts and it all goes like dead smoothly. I do it all fucks up. Because you're a rocket. Is it 8:15? Have I really been gone all this time? How long have I been gone? I've been gone, I've still not managed to get to the end of gold. 28 minutes. I've not managed to get to the end of gold. In the name of fuck. So as I was saying, today, buys for support there. Buys from this support. Oh, this is pish. Oh, this is garbage. We swatch at a 15-minute. So I need to see resist support form on the 15. I'd take it on the 15. I'll be honest. All right, I take this on the 15. So a 15-minute. If I see a 15-minute, so we've tapped into this zone. If I see a 15-minute candle close bullish, a decent close, a nice big fat close, I'll take the buy. Same down here, same thing. Oh, there's a cleanish range, so you could chance a cheeky wee sell going down there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather trade with the trend. Was it trade? No, the trend. I'll drink a water. The trend is your friend until the end, or something like that to say. So that's my views on it. You fucking just go with the trend, man. So, like I'm saying, 15-minute candle closing bullish at this level. Yeah, look at that nice clean candle down. I tell you what I've not done. I've not looked at Forex Factory, looked at the news for the day. Yeah, we got the browser. There we go. Tuesday is like a shop price index. Who cares? I'm only saying that because I don't know what it means. Red candle, not today with me. Red candle, not red candle, red folder, not today with me. Australia, red folder, not today with me. It's all yellow folders till we get to 3 o'clock. And we see JOLTS job openings, USD. So then we get to see how badly fucked up the American economy is. Consumer confidence. How's it on 96? How's that fucking? Oh, there we go. 4 o'clock. President Trump speaks. So just switch your fucking. Just switch off trading view at that point. Yeah. If you've got MetaTrade, just fucking block MetaTrader. You don't want to be taking trades then, do you? Who have we got? GBP NPC member Breeden speaks. Half an hour after Trump does. German booba president. The president of the booba. What's the booba? I don't think that's what you're the president of. Booba, small. Put Germany on it. Germany. There we go. Booba. Why didn't you say the bank? Did you say the bank? What are you calling it the booba for? Fuck's sake. I think that says a lot about the German mindset. Have we got any messages yet? Still only got 2 people. 2 people watching, one of them of which is me. Here, if you're listening and no saying anything, at least give us a like. You know, give us a wee message. Are you going to give us a wee message? That's alright, yeah. Watch if you want. No, you don't have to interact. I'm a tit. Nobody talk to me. Half the people I know don't want to talk to me, so why do you think? Why do you think I'm trading on my own? He can't want to talk to me. Geese alike. Geese alike. I have to translate out of Glasgow. Give us a like and subscribe. That's what we're supposed to say in it. Hit that bell button or something. It's like, do you want? Do you want? I'm doing this because I enjoy it. It's where I find out I've been streaming without the sound off. No, with the sound. Oh, here you go. Here you fucking go. Look, 7 minutes. Am I happy with that? Yeah, we've tapped into that. We've got a bit of rejection there, but you know, potentially that's a bit of resistance forming on the low, very, very low time frame, 5 minute. If we get a wee bit sort of engulfing candle there, then I'll think about that. Think about taking that. So that's it. I mean, sells. I'm no, you know, apart from the fact that taking sells anywhere is massively counter trend. That's the number one thing against sells at the minute. And then the only point sells kind of get justified is below this level. But if you get below this level, you're selling into all this shite here. Down here, it starts to look a wee bit better. And then down there, it starts to look a wee bit better. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a line on there. Let's put that one. I'm going to put a wee alerty on that, just so I know. If it does manage to crash down here. You know, if it makes a clean move down and then makes, you know, some sort of move up, and then you could do that and take a sell, but chances are if it makes a clean move down, it makes a clean move up, it's probably going to do that and just keep going. So I think, again, we've also got, if we've got a clean move down here, then you've got another buy. So I think I'm going to put buy from support there as well. So if I did do that, so how would that look on the 4 hour if we go boop, 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 all the way down there? And let's face it, it's not going to do that in 2 candles. If it does do that in 2 candles, then chances are it's just going to go fucking wallop and go all the way down. So yeah, I think realistically, we're looking for buys. I'm even going to put that on because realistically, if we get below that, oh, fucking do it, not lay it on. Because it is a possibility, right? So that's basically it. That's my. Oh, you're fucking dirty. That candle, that 15-minute candle's flipped. Yeah, wee dirty. Yeah, fucking wee dirty. Yeah. I thought I might get a wee trade in there. Never mind. It's a big fat zone. It, you know, you could, in theory, even come down to here. You know, that whole zone. If we get support forming in that whole zone, there is a possibility of taking the buy. What would I call that? The dirty orange bastard play. That's forever going to be known as the dirty orange bastard play. So yeah, I'm just looking for buys today, unless I get a serious signal that things are flipping bearish, that this pullback, this retracement is something a bit more substantial than just a retracement. then I'll start looking for sells. But at the minute I'm looking for buys. I'm going to be looking for buys already. There's nothing. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing presenting at the minute. We're still downward. Crash below this support here. Yeah, I'm sure a load of people would be saying, "Oh, fucking take the sell, man! You've crashed below that support," and blah 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 blah. Big engulfing candle and all that. To be honest, I'd rather just sit it out. I'd rather just sit it out and wait until structure's back in my favour and take the buys. I don't like to take the sells. I don't like to take the sells, man. I just don't like to do it. Know what I mean? I'm not doing it. That get a wee bit of rejection. So the next 15-minute candle will maybe get a bullish candle in there. Yeah, how's this fucking... What's going on? Oh, you fucking dick. Oh, you fucking dick. I've been doing all this. Oh, you absolute fucking tadger. I've been doing all this and I'm going to switch back to the trading screen. You fucking absolute rambling dick. Well, the summary of that, like 10 minutes of talking there, is basically I'm waiting for a blue candle there. I get blue one. Get blue candle there, engulfing candle preferably, and then take the buys up. Which is nice, we're starting to see a wee bit of rejection there. So that's basically what I'm waiting for. I'm not interested in sales, so look at GJ. GJ is just a fucking bag of cock, isn't it? Look at it, it's just a bag of dick. The dailies looks like. It's just a bag of dick. I'm not even going to bother looking at GJ. Let's have a look at GU. I'm going to do GU today. So let's see a swatch. See if I can do this a bit quicker. So previous week was, do we have any? Right, so previous week was bearish, so I'm calling that bearish. Daily. No, I'm not doing GU. I'll do EU. I'll do EU. There you go. Right. Let's do a speed challenge. Let's do a speed run. Oh, see, I don't like Forex. Not Forex. FXCM. Because you get gaps in it. Where's the Forex? Where's the Oanda? Do the Oanda. Let's fucking add that to the... Oh, I don't like this. Oh, what did you say? Add indicator. Add Euro USD to watch list. There we go. Wanda. There we go. That's where you're on. Anyway, back to our weekly. Oh, fuck's sake. Even that one's shite now. Never mind, like, come on, let's do a speed run. Let's do some fucking speed run through this. Previous week was bearish. So we swatch here. So we had an uptrend. Highest point we got to was there. Dumped bearish there. Flip bullish. Highest point we got to was there. So I'm going to see bearish on the daily as well. So that was that highest point we got to. I think we're bearish on the 4-hour until we reach this point here. We go above there, then we're flipping back bullish. And I think that's probably bullish. Oh fuck it, he's pish into it though. Wait, what fucking happened here? One on, where's gold? What's happening? Oh, I fucking lost my gold chart. There we go. Fuck's sake, man. Oh, another day of shambles. Right, I fucking lost my EU chart. Right, just fucking. Let's just stick with GJ. Today our second currency is going to be GJ. After all that fucking dick. Yeah. Yeah, I love you, arts. There we go. Love you, arts, man. There we go. I'm some of them. Anyway, so the weekly candle, previous week was bullish, but we've broken the low. Previous week's low on this week's candle, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to say we are bearish on the weekly. On our daily, still bullish on the daily, bizarrely. 4-hour is bearish. And 30-minute is 30 minutes bearish is real. That's the point this impulse leg originated. So in terms of structure, GJ has 3 time frames bearish, 1 time frame bullish. Okay, let's go with this. Turn that off. Right, so we've got. I was just checking that there is sound on this stream. Right, so we go back to the weekly. So price was bouncing about this resistance, and then we've had this big crash, breaking below this support, which we can see here. Is it a support? Fucking everything. It's this thing. I think I said this yesterday with GJ. Everything is a support. Everything is a resistance. Just stay it. Okay, stay it, man. Shite in it. Anyway, so yesterday's candle closed a bit. I was going to have a wee coughing fit. Right, my back on. So yesterday's daily candle was a big fat engulfing candle, bearish, closing below all these lows. Today we've broken the low of yesterday's candle, broken all these lows, so let's just mark that on. Yeah, okay, on there, man. Daily high. So if we have to continue bearish, we have no reason to come back and break that high. We have no reason for that candle to flip. we're still pushing down, so I'm not going to bother marking the low on because it's still looks like it's still crashing. Waiting on Goldie. Still not got that bullish candle, so yeah. So that's the daily, breaking through other support, but we've got support right next to it. So already just looking at that, the fact that there's support here, I've got these wicks. This is all just wicks doing there. Just looking at that, I don't think continuation sells or breakouts are a good idea. I think we want to look for pullbacks to form resistance and then look for sells. That would be my preference. Because excuse me, I don't really want to be selling direct into that. I'd rather wait for a nice clean pullback and then a push down again. So what we've got is a miners on there. I date with this sort of dashed line to show that the support's coming for something that's historic. It's no part of the current structure. I'd say this is kind of current structure. This is historic. So it might react to it or it might not. So I don't really put a lot of faith in support for a long way away. When's this? 9th of September. This is like the start of the month. We're at the end, last day of the month. It's last day of the month, so yeah, we've got. I'll mark it on, but I'm not too bothered about it at the minute. What I care about is structure that's forming on the recent leg. There we go. So that's my most recent resistance. So we've got this. So I would be looking for this to bounce off this support, pull back a wee bit, maybe up to here or something, or up to here, and I push down. So I see where can I possibly get in? So that's so I'd like to see a pullback up to like here. And then sell down. That's my that'd be my preference. Is to do that, or it can come up to here, or it can come up to here. You know what I mean? Anywhere in this zone. Still on the rope. I just want to keep an eye on gold. So it can come up. We get the dirty orange bastard play there. And come down. Or it can happen like up here, up here. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm going to mark that one as sell from resistance. Yeah, I just, when I look at what's on the left, so you got support there, support there, support there, support there, support all the way down there. I don't have a lot of faith in taking breakouts or continuity sells. Yeah, I want to see a pullback and a push down. I'm just going to mark it on as sells. I'm looking for sells. When we're looking for buys, I'll be honest, I think I'd have to see this structure flip. I don't want to see this, because you've got all this series of lower highs. I want to see that structure flip. I want to see it come above there, or it'd be above that. Yeah, so you'd be breaking above that current resistance. Yeah, it's miles away. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's realistic. GJ is such a prick though that it might. God, this makes me really nostalgic for the COVID years, because GJ was great for trading, because you could. It made nice moves. It was reliable. It didn't have the volatility that gold had. You had time to think it out. But anyway, it is what it is. That's what they say, and I fucking hate that saying. I used to have a boss. I used to work for a guy, and he used to say, oh, he had all these sayings, all these like proper cliched sayings. And it is what it is. It was one of his favourites, and every time I hear it, I think about him, and it just fucking winds me up because he was a prick. Yeah, fucking hear you. Buys above. I'm going to put a wee alert on that. There you go. Fucking idiot. Get up, you. Yeah. So. Yeah, I can't sell it on the other side of this. You know, a closure below. So that zone. So we take that zone up to like there. See, I can't take a closure on gold. If we got a candle closing below there, I would take a sell. But on GJ, because the zone is so fucking horrible, there is no way I am taking that sell. I have to wait for pullback. On the pullback. On the pullback sell. I can't. Yeah, well, that's about it. That's it. So I think I am going to wrap it today. I am going to, just before I go, because it's the end of the month, I'll just give a wee swatchy. You can't see that, can you? No, you can't see my MetaTrader. Every day is just have a wee swatch here. It's exciting, isn't it? Right, I'm going to, basically what I'm doing is I'm having a look at MetaTrader just to see what my record is for September. So you can't see that. No. Okay, so if I had one, I never really traded an awful lot in September, I have to admit. I had a lot going on. So if I had 1, 2 losses in September, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 2 losses, 4 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4 break evens. I did a lot of fucking about in September. I missed a lot of trades. It's kind of like one of the reasons I started this stream, is because I was getting too distracted, because I'm trying to trade and work at the same time, and I'm getting distracted with work, and that's one thing. And I'm also when you're trying to work and trade at the same time, so much fucking about, you end up missing trades. You know, you end up getting caught up in a task, and then, you know, you've got alerts going off and you say, oh, look at that in a minute, and then 5 or 10 minutes goes past and gold is ripped and you've missed your setup or whatever. It's been a lot of that this month, but still, 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, 2 losses, 4 break evens. I'm alright with that. I don't mind that. Profit's profit, isn't it? You know, I'm not Don Vogue, but on the other hand, I've not lost 3 million quid, have I? 3 million quid of other people's money. Oopsie. Yeah, probably. The less said about that, the better. Let's just move on. Let's not mention traders that lose big vast amounts of money and then just gloss over it. Pretend it never happened. Never mind. Right, I think I am going to fucking wrap it there. So just to recap, I'm looking for pullback sells on GJ. I am looking for pullback buys on gold. At the minute, it looks like it's going to come all the way down there. If I miss the sell, I miss the sell. I don't want to. I don't want to, like I say, I don't want to sell gold. I don't want to be counter trend. I'd rather wait until the structure flips back in my favour and start taking buys. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there. Do the big outro. Where are we? Where am I next on? I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I'm probably going to do it on Thursday. And I might do it on Friday. Depends. I'm not going to do it. I was thinking about my schedule yesterday. I think I am probably going to do Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Thursdays and Fridays. And see how it gets off of there. Well, I don't really trade in the evening, so I probably won't do New York sessions or anything like that. It's all going to be pre-London, which is boring as fuck. But at least I'm getting to do my analysis live, which is probably the most useful thing. Seeing me sitting here talking pish for 3 hours is probably not really helping anybody. It's not even helping me, because I get sick of the sound of my own voice after a while, especially when I think I'm being funny. I'm just being a dick. Like renaming that the Dirty Orange Bastard play. That's no funny. That's just me being a dick. And you don't want 3 hours of that. You do want that. I don't want that. I'm fucking sick of hearing the sound of my own voice already. I'm starting to mumble. So I probably from like 7:45 to like 8:45. I'd like to do a longer stream, but a lot of that's just, like I say, a lot of that's just going to be me sitting there talking pish. So I think I'm going to shut the fuck up, and I'm going to go, like I was saying, I'm waiting for gold buys from support, and I'm waiting for GJ sells from resistance. I'll see how that plays out. Make a wee update right now. Anyway, that's it. Get my outro on. Get the fucking outro on. That's it. Cheery bye, you bunch of fuddies.